Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, for the past couple of weeks, I have been playing my free-to-play account, and I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue playing my free-to-play account, all whilst the clan event is on, because I really do want to get a free tank, and that is what my free-to-play account is all about. How many free tanks can I actually get? How good can I get with this account? How much can I grind, etc, etc. So those of you that have been following my free-to-play account, I did get a couple of tanks in tier 8 especially. So I had the Type 57 and I had the Ram Panzer. Now I was going to keep them. I was gonna keep them, and I was playing them. And I just wasn't getting on with them. I thought to myself, do you know what? If the right tank comes, I know I can't sell them for that much, but if the right tank comes, then I will definitely sell those to get the right tank. Now, for me, the right tank had to be tier 8. So I wasn't going to sell them for a tier 7 or a tier 9 or whatever, because I have those. I have tier 9. I have tier 10, so I'm not too bothered about tier 10. Yes, I could probably do with a couple more in tier 9, because at the moment, this is all I have. Of course, the tech tree ones, I had the E75, which I can get back at any time, which I probably will, because it's a fantastic tank to keep in your garage. And of course, the Leopard PTA as well, which I'm not really too bothered about. But when it comes to tier 8, I really only had the two tanks in question and this tank right here. And again, I could get the Tiger 2 back, so I can get good tanks back. But then I thought, you know what, the premium tank I wasn't getting on with. The Ram Panzer is a good tank. The Type 57 is a good tank. But if the right tank came available, then I would definitely sell both of those to get the right tank. Now, the tank has come, or there has been a tank that come. It's not a collectible, which it was kind of thinking, do I sell them for a premium? Because now if I get that, I have to keep it, because I'm not going to sell it for credits. It is the Defender Mk1. Now, this for me is 100% the best Defender. I think it is a fantastic tank, and it's definitely a tank I will play when it comes to tier 8. So you will hear my son in the background. I do apologise for that. So the Defender Mk1 has a fantastic turret, 254 millimeters. There are some weak points, but not massive weak points on that turret. To get the hatch, I mean, the hatch is fairly strong. You really have to aim in to get that hatch. The hull, however, is not so great at 74. You do have a DPM of 2045 with a magazine reload of 16.3 seconds. So yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. You've got 4 shells in your magazine, and each shell has a reload of 2 seconds. So you can get damage out. You really can. And if you work well as a platoon in something like a Progetto or another one of these, another autoloader, then you really can clear up. And I would definitely recommend it for this event. Autoloaders for this event to get kills is actually a good way to steal kills. So yeah, just a bit of advice there. You do only have 190 alpha, 160 on your APCR, and 250 on your HE. Your aim time is decent, or pretty good, at 2.6, and your gun dispersion 0.308. You've got a very nice 10 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 46 kilometers per hour. Now, another bit of advice, your aim time is already very good at 2.6, and your dispersion 0.308 is good, but not the best. But to make it good, just run the refined gun, because that way, because your aim time is already good, I mean, without the vertical stabilizer, it's 2.7, which is really good. And if you run the refined gun, you also then have dispersion of 0.262, which is again actually very good. So definitely run the refined gun on this tank. So I'm going to get into a game, because this is, I mean, I've been playing it in, let's just have a look. I have been playing it. So 14 games in total with this tank. Now, again, I have been playing it in as a platoon, because I do think it's a very good platoon tank, as I've said, especially for this mission or this clan event. So we're going to get into a game at Black Goldville. We are top tier, and I'm looking at the enemy. So we have 2 mediums, the enemy have 1, so it's a no-brainer to go to A, as long as my teammate comes with me. And you'll always see this at the start of the game. I'm always looking around to see where my other tank is. So as long as he's coming with me, we should be okay, as long as the whole of the enemy doesn't come towards this way, which happens. And if you get wrecked, it happens, you know. You've just got to say, yeah, fair play to the enemy. You know, they caught us off guard. They all come this side of the map. It is what it is. So as you can see, the G-Saw is also there. So that's changed it a little bit, because we can no longer just rush on that T44-100. We have to play a little bit more safer, because he's no longer on his own. So of course I do want to get some shots into him. He's only on 800 hit points. If we can get a shot into him, then it brings his hit points down to a 1 clip, which is what we want. But he's currently hiding, so I do get the couple of shots on the G-Saw. Then all of a sudden, we have a little bit of help from a tank destroyer. Yes, he's not the best of tank destroyers, but it really does help, because he's just taken a shot on the T44. He's taking shots, which allows me to get some damage into the T44. The replay looks a bit bugged, so I do apologize for that. I don't know if it's because of my signal, but the replay does look a bit bugged. So there's that guy gone. And it now just leaves this G-Saw on his own, and he vanishes very, very quickly. Now, with the T69, I mean, the T69 is not the greatest of tanks, but it allows us to have 2 auto-loaders going for the same tank. So, you know, it really does help. So I'm just trying to keep that J-Panther there. I'm going for the track. In fact, I did actually have a mission to track a couple of tanks. So that is why I went for the track. I wasn't, you know, looking at my team thinking if I can track him, then it keeps him there for my team. Now, I wasn't thinking of my team, I was actually thinking of myself. So on the right side there, or my left side, the team is now pushing forward, or the enemy team is pushing forward. So I did want to get as much damage into that Tiger as I possibly can, and before you know it, 2.4k damage. So, you know, with these auto loaders, especially the 4-shot, yes, they don't have the greatest of alphas, but you really can pump up that damage quickly. So 2.4k damage. There's now 4 against 4. However, I am almost on full hit points. The Chrysler K there is a 2-shot to me, but a 1-shot to everybody else. And as long as they move, if they don't move, then I am in a little bit of trouble. So I'm hoping they actually move, otherwise I'm the one that has to move to get the shots off. So I do get a shot on the Tiger there, and I'm thinking, you know what, I have to move. So there goes the Chrysler K. It is now 4 against 3. The Scorpion is low hit points. There's another tank up there, also low hit points. So I really do need to get behind these tanks. So I did go for the reload. So by the time I get there, I have just about reloaded, and I then can get my magazine out on this Tiger 2. So there's 2 shots, 3 shots. Can I get the 4th shot? I do, however, get shot. So I do need to be careful, because it is a 3 versus 3. The Scorpion is about to die, and even at this point, it is still an easy loss. So I don't just want to rush into things, because it can still be an easy win for the enemy team. If they all shoot me, I'm dead. That is how quick your hit points can sometimes go. So I do need to be very careful. And we are losing on supremacy points, so we do have to make the move. Well, we did have to make the move, and now the AT-15, he's just sitting there. I can go for him, get 1 more shot. Can I take him out? Or is, yeah, I do take him out for my 2nd kill. And that is now 4,000 damage. And at this point, yes, you can say it is an easy win. So fair play to this T62. We actually worked really, really well together. Going the right side definitely did help, and I do manage to get the final kill. So 4,120 damage. Yeah, I'm enjoying my new toy. I'm going to play it often, and I did manage to also get my mastery badge. So I'm glad I got the mastery, another new tank with a mastery badge, and at this point I'm thinking it's definitely worth for me selling both of those tanks for a tank I'm going to play a lot more regular. So let me know what you think of the Defender Mk1 in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.